Okay, y'all been waiting for this video of how I use the clip-ins with my boho braids. I'm getting over a cold, so this voice over sounds probably horrible. Anywho, I'm going to take the first section it through, and then these are the clip-ins I use. I will link them in my bio. Then once I have the smallest, I usually put at the nape of the area. So the smallest to the nape, I use the second row up from my nape. I didn't go completely down, so this section fits this part of my head. You want to make sure you have them all open before you put it in, and then you'll just put them slightly through the hair. Now, if you just got your hair done, it might hurt a little bit more because it's still tight, but usually wait a week, I would say, give or take, so the new growth of your hair will have some loose spots and you can clip those in. Next, I'm starting on this section above that, and I'm going to use the biggest. So for here, you see I use my sides and then my back. I'm going to use the biggest clip-in piece. This was a 7-piece, so this was the largest. It has about 4 clips and it's really long, so it's enough for my head to cover the entire back and a little on the side. When you are using this, you want to make sure you kind of start from the middle and then clip the middles in and then work your way to the side. That way you know you have an even amount. You can play around with the positioning, how you want it in your hair, if you only want to do halfway, how full you want it, how full you don't. This is my birthday, so obviously I'm going to be a little bit glamorous. Now you can see that long piece did not cover my sides, so now I'm going to pull down the second row of my sides, and here I'm going to use these pieces. So these pieces have 2 clips, but they're probably like, I think 3.5 inches long, it said. So I'm going to use those for my bottom sides, and then I don't put it too close to my edge because, well, at the bottom it's okay, but when you get closer to the top you don't want to put it too much on near your edges because then you'll see the track. Now you can see how I have like this seamless line going around. Now you're going to take another 2 sections above where you put the last bottom section, and right here you're just going to use another small, I think about a 3-inch to even 2-inch clip-ins. I accidentally cut too many of my pieces, so excuse me, you're going to have to see that I'm going to put the other long piece in the back right here. And then to cover the side, I'm going to use one of the pieces that I cut. Again, I cut too many pieces. I probably didn't have to cut pieces, or maybe I did need to cut pieces. But again, you will get a feel of what you need to go around your entire head. But this is just an idea. I'm actually wearing a hat, so it doesn't matter if the tops show up top unless I take off my hat. So I'm going to make it look pretty much decent, but decent enough where you don't see too much of the tracks when I do take off my hat. But if you don't put them too close to the top, you're fine. You won't see them. And as you can see, I cut this one because, like I said, I had another extra piece and I wanted to make it look as full as possible. So I cut this one in half. The little pieces with this packet here wasn't small enough for me. That's why I initially cut it in half and only got one. That way I can put it closer to the top and have as much fullness as I want. And then once you've gotten that together and figured out what you want to do, you take that last row and you put it in the middle. I have a middle part. If you have a side part, whatever you do. And now you can see I'm just fixing it, but it's in there. And so what I did to this side, I'm going to turn around and do to the other side. But I'm going to fix this one first because I felt like you could see the track. So I pushed it down just a little bit, just so you don't see it that much. And then I just did the other side, and that's how you achieve this baddie look with the boho braids. Again, typically you can get your braids this full, but it will cost you more money. You have to get longer hair. It's more time, and this is just an instant look. Like, you instantly get that fullness that you want, and you can see like the tracks are right there. But again, I'm wearing a hat, so it doesn't matter. But if you're someone that's going to wear it out, just put the clip-ins a little bit further down so that way you don't see it through the braid space. Have a good day.